Me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Man, I've been listening more music than I have in the past 15 years.
It's for the soul.
And some songs have an anointing, have a story, and they can take you somewhere.
Yeah.
And like the guy said, I see God in everything. I'm talking to these guys about some very worldly song that came out, and I said, don't you hear this section about the people crying out? I've said that to Bill before. He says, what do you mean, people crying out? I said, it's all they got. They don't know God. And he said, well, they don't know God. How can they cry out? I said, they're crying out because they need. And they don't know who they're crying out to or what, but they're crying out. I mean, when I cried out one night and I said, man, if there's anything else I can do, I want to do it. I know you put me here to do something, I tore it up. If there's anything else I can do, I want to do it. Well, things started changing.
Well, that was from the heart, too.
Well, yeah. Everything I've done from the heart has been
Tell the
answered.
story of you cursing the tree, just like the Jesus cursing the fig tree.
Oh, man. I was thinking about that the other day. And that still baffles me a little bit.
From the heart.
Yeah. I mean, for a couple of days, I was real edgy. And I kept, kind of edgy that you're going through a light, an intersection, and you kind of expect something. Just always expecting something. I was out mowing the yard. This tree branch wrapped around my face and grabbed my hat, and it had me, and I reached around and wrapped my arm around that branch, and I was going to punch whoever that was grabbing me. I was going to hurt him. And I saw it was a tree, and I cursed that tree. Yeah, I was angry. But that broke that feeling of expecting something. And I noticed within the next few days, coming and going, that tree was dying. And I went over and I said, it occurred to me, I cursed that tree and it's dying. Well, maybe I should go pray for that tree. So I went over and I kind of prayed for that tree. Kind of. That's the key word. And so the tree died. So I asked the Lord, I said, why did the tree die? I mean, if I cursed it, did it die because I cursed it? And I prayed for it. When you cursed it with passion. When you prayed for it, you didn't. Those kind of things happen. Yeah, those kind of things happen. A bug walking across the washing machine. And God talks to you about it. Mm-hmm. It says, frustrating, isn't it? You're trying to save a bug. Mm-hmm. It's life, and it runs away from you, and every time it sees you move. This bug's walking across, and I say, this bug don't need to fall in there and die. And because I'm washing my underwear, so I'll go to pick it up, and I can't pick it up without crushing it. I put my hand down, and it runs into my finger and bumps into it a couple times and tries to go around it. So then when I move my hand, the bug runs like crazy for about 6 inches, which is probably 2 miles to him, I guess. But runs away from me, and I hear this voice says to me very clearly, frustrating, isn't it? I can't just reach down and pick you up because it'll crush you. And every time I offer you my hand, you just ignore it and go around it. He said, and when you see me move, you run like hell. So simple things like that. And being aware of it and grateful and recognizing it. But I looked through my Bible, I looked through my books, my notes, everything. I couldn't find nothing to encourage me to pray. So that went on a couple days, I guess, on and off. And then I said, same thing, man. I must be in a rut, something like this. I just can't feel it. I got nothing. So I went up and I laid down on the floor there where the musicians played and where the preacher, that's where we would speak from the platform. I went up and laid down on that, just laid on the floor. And I felt the presence of God fall on me, sweet, soft, and this is why, I skipped an important part of that. Part of that was, Lord, I never felt like I fit anywhere. And that's okay, but I'm sorry this is all you got to work with. And she says, and this is why you never fit anywhere else, because this is where I've designed you to fit. That's obviously the truth, and becoming more and more obvious and prevalent for me in my thinking about not being afraid of death because it's part of life. Is this all because I'm getting older, or is it what I'm getting fed? I believe it's what I'm getting fed. I believe it's part of what we're supposed to be saying to people. Is there's more to this life than what we've been told, and it's surely not the circus that we've all been indoctrinated into. It's not. We're afraid. We live our lives afraid.
We're so afraid.
Yeah.
That we don't even live our lives.
Right. That's not life more abundant. And he came, to die on the cross. Like I said, that was the immediate goal. That was something that had to happen. But the real reason, I believe, was so that we could have the Spirit like it's available to us today. And we don't make near the use of our ability to connect with the Spirit as we should. Maybe it's going to be the thing that changes the bottom line from being the bottom line. Maybe there are people a realization that there's something far more important to our lives than the struggle that we're going through, creating the exact opposite of what we want or need.